Hello, good day. Good day, everybody. My name is adebiyimustapha. I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Um, Today is going to be interactive, and I will welcome questions and answer. And not only that, we're going to go through some things together. Yes. The first thing is that TBC admin make a post concerning the fact that fiat exchange will take a while, months before starting. Yes, I would like to point out that from my understanding of the blog, it doesn't really mean that the fiat exchange will not happen. But what TBC admin is trying to point out is that there's no possibility that you want to engage a bank of that magnitude, that you will not want a scenario whereby the people that you are partnering with are organized, and not only that, the network of the coin itself is stable, and all these are very key truly. Now, why do I say this? I will take a look at Bitcoin today. We realize that before Bitcoin will get an exchange, the first exchange of Bitcoin, the exchange eventually realized that Bitcoin is decentralized, and it's worth setting up an exchange for. That is the reason why you can see someone saying, okay, I want to set up an exchange for a cryptocurrency. The first cryptocurrency, which happens to be Bitcoin, for the exchange to come in at that particular time, you realize that it's a big risk. And not only that, to an extent, the exchanger already knows that Bitcoin will be a success based on the decentralization and ease of transaction at that particular time. Now, any bank that is coming into TBC2, we want to look the ease of transaction and all other factors that enables easy transactions to be in place so that the risk will not be too high for them. And not only that, the community that we are building for the coin itself, how do we say that this community is organized to an extent that anybody can say, okay, I put my money in this organization? Well, there are so many reorganization that is going on presently. Number one is the fact that TBC admin is setting up some strategy for easy channel of information so that everybody will be carried along. If those things are not well planned, we got to realize that at the long run, any company that wants to partner with TPC will eventually not see good prospect in it. Why? Because people that want to be spending it are not yet communicating with themselves, or they are not on the same page. Imagine you wanting to send money to somebody and the person is telling you that the transaction does not confirm on its own end, or you want to send money to somebody, want to send kringles to somebody, and the person is telling you that okay, uh, I have somebody that want to sell for me at a cheaper rate, or any other means, you realize that you'll not be happy, which is one of the things that has happened before. Now, TBC admin is trying to put those things in good place so that if all those things are well organized, we enjoy it. Any other companies that are coming will also enjoy it. So, what from my own point of view, I would like everybody to be a little bit calm. If we are calm, we will be able to see through exactly what TBC admin is trying to put together for us. It's all about our own benefit. The way I see it, it's all about our own benefit. If all these things are in good place and in good shape, we are going to benefit it together. It's not only TBC admin that is going to benefit it. Everybody will surely benefit from it. Yes, that's number one. Then another thing I quickly want to point out is this. Most of us we we are so anxious of getting money out of our TBC. But as I always say, there are so many ways that one can get money from out of his TBC. It depends on the level at which you yourself have been able to exploit our consciousness and subconsciousness towards marketing ourselves and promoting ourselves. If we are planning to market ourselves, promote ourselves, we realize that people want to listen to us. What do you want to offer? What do you have? What do you want to say? And most especially, we realize that people that are not conversant with TBC itself, most people will eventually come along. Now, when we look at it very well, some questions always come to me concerning the fact that if we are to market ourselves, to promote ourselves, what are the basic things that we need to be conversant with and conversant with? Now, number one thing is that when one wants to market himself, we want to promote TBC. The first thing the person needs to understand is that presentation matter most. If one does not present himself very well, if the presentation if the presentation itself is not well put, we realize that most times people will not really understand what exactly we are doing. And let me give us an example. Now, there are so many affiliate programs that is surrounding TBC now. Most programs are taking advantage of TBC stability. If, TBC is not, TBC is not stable yet, most of those programs too, they will also collapse. Why? Because uh, the program are looking at the fact that they want to bring in more people. Let me give us an example. There are sometimes that the program might be an MLM as an affiliate program to TBC. You realize that even if you are bringing in more members as your downline, it get to a time that it's not working again. The last downline will feel that okay, once the thing is not working again, he doesn't have to invest or he doesn't have to do the way you are doing. And along the line, you realize that the whole program will crash just because of one thing that is coming from TBC admin. Now, how do we now program ourselves in such a way that if we are promoting TBC or we are promoting ourselves? Now, number one thing is each and every one of us must know how to address and present TBC in the right way. Like for instance now, You meet somebody and you want to tell the person that TBC is real and TBC is not scam. Most people will want to be looking at it that how can we say TBC is not scam and we cannot exchange it to fiat, which is something that is exchangeable. Now, the answer should be that if you say you cannot exchange TBC, most other cryptocurrencies that are in existence today, is there anyone that you can exchange to fiat directly? No, no. The only one that you can exchange to fiat directly is Bitcoin. Bitcoin. And the reason why you can exchange Bitcoin to direct cash is because it has gone through its incubation stage. And now people see its viability. That's the reason why they can exchange it directly to cash on the exchange. All other ones is either you are buying from your friend and the person is collecting cash. Now, TPC is also like that. Now, because you cannot exchange directly to cash, you need to sell to your friend as peer to peer. Pending the time, there is the exchanging bank that want to be collecting it and exchanging it for us. Now, even at that, we are not going to continue exchanging for fiat because TBC itself is money and we want to be spending it as money. So it's not something that we will say, okay, this is what we want it to do, and eventually everybody is thinking overnight we start exchanging for fiat. Now, how do we make money from TBC? Is what should be our thinking every day. It's about promoting TBC online and offline. Anyhow, any means we feel and we see, any opportunity we see in promoting it, we start and we do it. With it, everybody will enjoy the cash that is coming from it. We are not expected to exchange TBC for fiat for long. For now, exchanging TBC for fiat is just more members. More members that we are going to be spending it among ourselves together. When we have more members, we don't exchange to fiat again. So the essence of it now is not for us to be concerned about how do we exchange it for fiat. The major thing that I think is how do we bring in more members that we sell TBC to. If you look at it very well, if you say you want to be sending TBC to a bank is just a bank. A bank is not member. Fine, we might say, okay, by the time we, any other people here that we are exchanging TBC for fiat, more people will want to come in. Fine. But the issue is that they will only come in with the mindset of, okay, when I buy, I go and exchange and I continue spending my fiat. They will not come with the mindset of, I'm not going to have anything to do with fiat again. The modality and the emotion we use in telling people about TBC makes them believe that fiat is nonsense, that TBC is the real currency. If we continue or we bring people in with the mindset of, okay, when you come in and you buy TBC to get a time that you exchange it to fiat, that means we are still carrying fiat notes ahead of TBC. But if you continue telling people that your money has to be converted to TBC, the person will ask you why. And you tell the person the reason being that TBC has more value than the fiat. Fiat keeps depreciating, TBC appreciates. That is the value. We need to put TBC ahead of fiat. The reason why we need to come down to receive fiat now is just to bring in more members. It's just to bring in more members. It's not for us to exchange it that, okay, The reason why I have TBC is for me to exchange it to fiat. I don't want us to mix it together. Fiat bank will come, but the explanation or the basis or the origin or the foundation of fiat, it's something we have to explain to people. Something we have to explain to people first. When we explain it to people, people will see it and eventually they want to buy into it because of the way you explain it to them. But if you are such a person that explain it to them that okay, when you come in, you are going to buy TBC, and when you get to the time, you exchange it to fiat. The person will look at it that okay, fiat is still more valuable than TBC, and will come with the mindset. So I want us to look at it critically and understand that the reason why we are bringing people in is to make them understand that TBC has more value than fiat, which is what I think TBC admin want to establish first before even any bank comes in to say, okay, want to start exchanging to fiat. It's like somebody who is in a very high post is coming down, bringing himself down. And you know, when you are bringing yourself down, that means you are depreciating yourself down to fiat. No, we have to take ourselves up from fiat to TBC, not from TBC down to fiat. Now, having said that, most of us that are in need of the fiat now, we need to work together and ensure that we are well educated about it. Then we will now be able to convey the message outside how we want it to be perceived. So many people they are not well grounded with the ideology of TBC, and eventually you will see them on the social media everywhere trying to make a point. In making points with that, you will realize that they will be misleading people. If there is no fiat, there is no TBC. Who tell you if there's no fiat, there's no TBC? If eventually at the initial stage, TBC admin did not promise fiat exchange bank, TBC will still be. Fine, we might say the population might not be high as this because the anxiety of the promotional aspect of it, that if you qualify for fiat, you'll be able to exchange. Fine, it makes us to work harder. But do you know, even without fiat exchange news, TBC will continue growing. And it will get to a time that we have a solid ground that we'll be able to work together and package TBC in such a way that it will be understandable by people easily. And along the line, you realize that we still get to our 1 billion people. It might take us time, but we surely get there because it is destined to be that way, to be 1 billion members. Now, the question now is this: anyhow we want to make it, we need to ensure that the core value, the foundation of TBC is well understood. That is my point. And when we are trying to make money from it, we retain the foundation message so that everything is passed along, and everything is also the things that every other person will want to embrace and listen to. So with all these things, all of us will be working with the same mind and with the same uh, concept in mind, that TBC is there to propagate. And along the line, everybody will want to come in with the same mindset. So, in making money, to cut the long story short, everybody will just need to ensure that we go out there, let people understand that people TBC is out there to eradicate poverty. TBC is out there to to save us from the wickedness of the Helites. TBC is out there to convey the real message of abundance to us. And there are so many ways we can make money by telling people and educating people on all this. If everybody is well educated about it, everybody will understand and will be able to be firm with TBC. So, and lastly, everybody also to work is what is going to make these things happen fast. If you are doing your own, I'm doing my own, everybody is doing their own separate, we got to realize that you get a time that almost everybody will have different messages that are bringing out. That's the reason why I embrace us to always attend the set button meeting, because that's the only area I think we can come together. We'll come together like that. We'll have the same mindset. We rub minds together with it. Everybody will understand what TBC admin is trying to bring out. With it, everybody will understand that TBC admin is planning good things for us, and some basic information that we need to understand, we need to know, will also be passed across, and we also hand cookies, as TBC admin rightly announced. So I just want us to relax our mind and let's ask real questions on how can we progress, how can we make money using TBC, how can we promote ourselves, how can we promote TBC in making money for ourselves within this period that we are now, so that in the future, when everything becomes easy, we'll be proud to say that I am part of the people that promote TBC to this extent. I'm part of the people that make money while TBC were very difficult for people to make money, or why TBC seems to be difficult for people to make money. So there are so many ways that one can make money, which has been highlighted before through my former videos and all that. So I want us to work together. We partnering simply means making money by partnering. You from every prospect that buy on minimum of say $100 amounts they buy, get one. That's it for partnership. And with it, you are going to learn so many other things that we know that is very going to be beneficial to you on how to promote and make money with it. There's so many things to learn in TBC. So many things that just sitting down cannot bring us to. Eventually, we realize that by the time we learn all those things, we will continue making money from TBC. It's very, very easy for us to make money. So if there is any question that I want to ask, feel free to ask. Feel free to contact. Feel free to get in touch. We are going to make sure that we elaborate more on it. Yes. Subscribe to this channel, like and share most of the content, so that all other people will also benefit from it. And we'll all achieve our goals together as a division. Yes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for today. Have a great day. Bye.